Hello everybody, I'm Charlie Cummins and I own Phoenix Masonry Training Center Inc. We've had a lot of response thanks to YouTube. There is such a demand for bricklayers and blocklayers and stonemasons in the United States that it's unbelievable, okay? People in charge of training dropped the ball 60 years ago, so let's see what we can do here. I get a lot of response from 2 to 10 and 20-year-old hod carriers, super hods, people who have been lied to for 2 to 20 years. Hey, I'll teach you on the job and all this. It's never going to happen. You finally realize it's never going to happen, okay? They'll never teach you how to lay brick, block, and stone on the job. Period. Okay? Now, you super hods, you know how to do everything. I mean, you know how to mix mud, build scaffold, how to run the saws, how to run forklifts, how to drive trucks, how to place rebar, how to grout, how to run the grout machines. In other words, you know everything about the job. You could be a foreman, you could be, if you knew how to lay the brick, block, and stone, you'd be a contractor. Some of the best people I've trained, I'm talking about people making $200,000 to $400,000 or $500,000 a year, were super hods who had been lied to for 10 years, and now all of a sudden they learn how to lay brick, block, and stone, and they're big-time contractors now. They're building Walmarts, okay? In other words, you can do everything on the job except lay the brick, block, and stone. Once you learn how to lay brick, block, and stone, you're ready to rock and roll and make some money as a big-time masonry contractor. All right. In other words, you can make as much money as you're willing to get out of bed every day and go to work for. That's the thing. You got to get out of bed. And we can help motivate you to get you to where you can make all the money, and we're here to help you, okay? Then, of course, we hear from a lot of wannabe bricklayers, blocklayers, stonemasons. And no need for them to go through what you've gone through. No need for you to go to work for a contractor that says he's going to train you, and then 2 to 10 years from now you'll still be able to do everything except lay the brick, block, and stone, okay? So I'm talking to both of you. So, and it's not your personality. Know this, it's not your personality. It's been this way for 8,000 or 10,000 years, okay? Bricklaying, laying the brick, block, and stone is the only thing I know in the construction industry. It's impossible to learn on the job, simply because nobody will train you. All right, now here's what a lot of people have in common. Just flat ain't got no money to pay for the training, okay? Therefore, here's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to train you, and you pay me after you get trained. Okay, after you get trained and start making the money, okay? That's when you have to pay me. I'm willing to train you, and if you want to beat me out of the money, karma will get you, okay? Not Charlie Cummins is going to get you, but karma will get you. I'm willing to train you, and then after you go to work and start making the money, that's when you pay me. I got 2 plans. Now, this is only for the Master Mason course, okay? In other words, this country's full of blocklayers can't lay brick, bricklayers can't lay block, stonemasons can't lay brick and block. Most brick and block layers ain't very good at laying stone. It's a mess, a mess. We're going to teach you how to lay brick, block, and stone, okay? If you're working on, if you're a contractor and you got a crew of 6 people, if you got 2 people that you trust to build all the corners, you got a good team. We're going to teach you how to build all this. In other words, when you finish the Master Mason course, you're going to be able to lay 150 modular brick in 1 hour or less. You're going to be able to lay 50 block, 8-inch block, 1 hour or less. You're going to be able to build all your corners, leads out of brick and block, okay? Your final test is you're going to build a 2-foot square brick chimney or pier, lay 100 brick, modular brick, 2 hours or less. and you're going to be able to build that same size pier out of block and lay 24 block in 1 to 1 hour and 15 minutes, okay? All of this work is jointed, brushed off, and rejointed, near perfect quality workmanship. You can only lay a brick and block so straight, okay? We teach you to lay all the units, the top of the brick to the top of the line, not the middle of the line or the bottom of the line, but to the top of the line, okay? That's fine tuning it, okay? So that's what you got to do. Now the two plans that we have, it's going to take you if you've never had a trowel in your hand, it's going to take you 250 to 300 hours of hands-on training. If you come here to Phoenix, that's plan one. If you come here with no experience, you've never had a trowel in your hand, it's going to take you 250 to 300 hours to finish the course, okay? If you come 50 hours a week, that's 6 weeks. If you come 30 hours a week, that's 10 weeks, okay? That's not a very long time to learn a trade that you can go anywhere in the world and make top dollar, okay? That's a pretty good deal. Now, the second plan for this is you can take part of the course in the comfort of your own home, okay? And after you do what I tell you to do, and you get to where you can do that, then all you have to do is come here for maybe 2-3 weeks, and you're done. If you want to start contracting, go ahead, start contracting right then. If you want to go to work anywhere in the United States of America, and even Australia and New Zealand, let's just talk about the United States, okay? We work with employment staffing companies that can get you a job anywhere in the United States of America. The employment staffing company is going to make sure that you get top dollar. Now you ask yourself, why would an employment staffing company care if you make top dollar or not? It's very simple. The more money you make, the more money they make. You can't beat a deal like that. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay, so that is basically the whole thing. Now, if any of this you're interested, you're going to have to email me, okay? Email me or text me. Or if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, call me on the telephone. I'll talk to you, okay? We're going to offer this program we're going to see how it works. We want to get people trained in this industry, okay? I'm tired of hearing about all the people dying from fires and earthquakes and hurricanes and floods and all this stuff simply because everybody for the last 50 years, because there's no masons for the last 50 years, now they're building everything out of cheap wood, cheap plywood, chicken wire, and plaster, and they wonder why a hurricane blows it down, okay? So let's save some lives. Let's get out here and let's learn a trade, get in this trade, and so give me a ring. That's about it, folks. Good talking to you again.